Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Sam from the Soul of Stella with another pick a card reading here for you today. This is all about where is your current connection going. So if you are in a situationship that you want to take further, if you're chatting to someone and you want it to take further, we're going to look at where is it going, where is it headed, how does that person feel, if you're in a marriage, if you are in a long-term committed relationship. Whatever suits you, we're open to all love and all forms of love on this channel. So we're going to dive into where is it going, how do they feel, how do you feel, get some advice from spirit, all the good stuff, okay? So I've got some beautiful stickers here from JJ60s. We've got the skull butterfly for pile number 1. We have the bird skull for pile number 2. I'll hold it like that. And we have the unicorn skull for pile number 3. So take a moment, have a think on the 3 options, which one is for you, and timestamps are below, and I will see you in your reading. Pile number 1, you chose the skull butterfly sticker, and this is your reading all about where is your current connection headed, where is it going, how do they feel. We're going to dive into, to begin with, the overall energy of this connection, please, Spirit. As always, please only take what resonates. Don't let anything take from you. That is super important, especially about where things are going, because you absolutely have free will, and so does the person that you are dealing with. Time is fluid and life throws all sorts of things our way. So your overall energy for the connection is solar calm. Okay, so it feels like things are going quite well, but there may be something that needs to be clarified here. There may be something that needs to be, that needs to come to light, or that needs some, what's the word that I'm hearing? It needs some, like, definition, clarification. I think you might be wishing for a title, you two. So interesting overall energy, but it does feel like something that's just kind of like emitting like a pulse kind of energy with this card. Do you know what I mean? It feels like a pulse. So I think this person doesn't activate any anxiety pulse in you. I think they activate a calm presence. And it's interesting that the two are quite similar in color here. Yeah, a spiritual kind of connection, a very peaceful, and it feels like chakras aligned, right? So it feels healthy. All right. Let's get into how they are currently feeling. Okay. I was going to say 2 4s. A 6 and a 4. How is pile 1's person? Obviously take these as like which one you resonate with most, but I'm actually going to do your person and you. Flip it if you need to. How do they feel? Yeah, this very much feels calm. With the 6 of Cups, the 4 of Swords, and the King of Wands, they definitely feel like their emotions are safe with you, that they can take periods of rest with you, and they can be like emotionally generous with you. Their emotions are safe with you in this connection. It feels like they are free to wear their heart on their sleeve, be expressive, and they're coming across as someone very emotionally mature. And they may think that you are as well, and this is why it's possibly feeling safe for them to do so. I feel like it's safe for them to be vulnerable with the 4 of Swords here, because it often does talk about rest, like getting some rejuvenation. And with this Clarify card, it could be that it's just some of these emotions that are circling, because the King of Cups obviously ruling the emotions, and the 6 of Cups often talks about nostalgia and something from childhood. So yeah, it does feel like there's just maybe a few things that this person will come and speak to you about and get clarification on. Yeah, but I think they feel safe to do that. They actually feel strong in their emotions, and the past doesn't seem to haunt them. This feels really like safe and vulnerable, and there's a sense of nurturing here as well. I would be concerned if there was another card instead of the King of Cups, but it feels like they have come to peace with their emotions, and actually they're just feeling vulnerable enough to have weak moments in front of you and not feel judged for that, which is very, very important in adult relationships. And I think if they're coming across like as a divine masculine, whether they are male or female, we all have masculine qualities, but this obviously being a King of Cups, they do feel like their emotions are safe with you, and that's a beautiful thing for anyone, but also a divine masculine. How does pile 1 feel about the current connection? How does pile 1 feel about the current connection? We've got the Page of Emotions. So I think that you also feel like you can offer forth your emotions and not be judged. The Tower in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're looking at this like, well, maybe I can settle my emotions. Wow. The Six of Pentacles here, and you got the Six of Cups there, the King of Cups and the Page of Emotions. I feel like this person is a little bit more emotionally mature, and I'm not calling you out, but the Page is often like the teenager of tarot. And I feel like the only reason this side is coming across as the Page of Emotions is because potentially you've dived into the depths of your emotions just recently with this like cave inside what looks like sacral chakra, but we could really be talking about the heart chakra there as well. And the heart space here is lit up. It does feel like perhaps you've gone through some stuff, especially with the Tower in reverse here. You've gone through some stuff and you're able to like rebuild yourself and your emotions and a sense of who you are, how you want to feel in a relationship. You're like rebuilding that, and there's a generosity to what you have to give, and you actually feel very generous towards this person, but also towards the resettlement. I heard the resettlement of like rebuilding something. You're feeling generous with your heart to rebuild the foundations of your life, potentially with this person, or just rebuild your emotions. And there's equal give and take here. I feel like if you're the person who makes more money, then you're generous to this person. If this is the person who is more capable in a nurturing sense, or open in a nurturing sense, then they're generous with their emotions. So there's like a beautiful synchronicity. There's a beautiful balance between the two of you. But I feel like there's almost like a full energy to this Tower card when it's in reverse. I always get that just with this little person like taking a leap off the top here. It feels like you've had to save yourself, and this is why you've potentially chosen this person, or you would like to come more into like clarify the connection between this person, because it feels like you've taken a risk, but to save yourself from impending doom, okay, potentially in another relationship. All right, so where is this connection going? Where is this connection going? Where is this connection going in the mind of Roan? Just as I talk about balance, that's too many, please, Spirit. Interesting. Whoa. Why so many? Okay, Three of Emotions, the Magician, Page of Wands, Seven of Wands, the Moon. I'm going to lay all these out for a sec. I feel like the Moon needs to be here. All right. We've got some serious Leo energy happening in this one. I feel like this person for you is... They feel like they're the person to really help you rebuild these foundations. However, it does also feel like... It feels like you might get a new perspective on something here. There's definitely going to be a challenge. There's definitely going to be a challenge here. I feel like this person is going to be called to step up to support you in other ways. I really think something big is going to happen in their life that transforms... And they're coming up as a king twice, so very emotionally mature, but also like creatively mature, passionately mature. And by what is passionately mature? Like, really, what is it? I'm actually getting really hot and flustered from this. I feel like you've had a new perspective on something, on an offer that was made to you, but you might have kept it in the dark. You might have kept this offer secret, okay? What I'm getting from the Hangman, the Page of Pentacles, and the Moon here is that you have been potentially offered a new opportunity from the hand of the divine, right? It's money, or it's a career, or it's, you know, here are the keys to a new home or a new car or a possession. There's something being offered to you that I think you're getting a new perspective on, and you're keeping something secret. You're hiding something potentially from this person, but it could be that you're... I'm getting just I really don't want to call you out, but I have to read what I feel. And I'm not always reading the cards. If you've been watching me for a while, I don't always read the cards like textbook tarot. It's what emotions kind of come up in me. And I'm actually like getting a bit shaky in my voice and everything. I feel like you may be self-sabotaging, or you think you're self-sabotaging because this option looks so good and so safe and so steady. But I have a feeling your nervous system, although you're feeling very calm in this situation, your nervous system is a bit bored or your mind is a bit bored. And although this person calms your nervous system because of past events for you, I feel like you potentially have like an itch you need to scratch when it comes to making life a little bit more exciting. We've got the Three of Cups, the Magician, the Page of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you know that you can have anything that you wish for. There's a sense in you that has, I'm not going to say healed, but there's a sense in you that you kind of feel invincible for, and that's the teenage invincibility, okay? That sense of like, well, I overcame this, or I dodged that bullet, you know, I avoided that mistake. There's some kind of sense of that, but actually as you're hanging in this very peaceful state, and you definitely can balance here in this relationship, I do feel like there's something that you're hiding from this person that is potentially to do with a message or an offer, right, from another person. I mean, the Three of Emotions, the Three of Cups can often talk about celebrations. It can often talk about hanging out with friends socially. And then it can also come into like over drinking or just like drinking being involved. The Magician is talking about you having a real sense of power, but it also does feel like something new for you because the Magician is the #1 card in tarot. And the Page of Wands feels like, again, a teenage kind of passion being ignited within you because of this social situation that makes you feel like, oh, well, I got this person, maybe I can get anything else I want. And in that sense, it feels like you have, like, you're kind of pushing something else away. And you may be deciding to push away this offer, or you're actually going to, put blockages between you and this person, and this person is not going to react in the way you potentially thought that they would. Because if you're kind of like wanting an argument, or you're wanting to like gameplay to incite some kind of jealousy, or, well, I'll test their loyalty kind of vibe going on here, like flirting in front of this person with someone else, or it's just that you are doing a lot of things that feel social and potentially not including this person, or not being there for this person when they're going through something that is testing their strength and testing their poise, and is also testing their fire, testing their passion, testing their jealousy. With this strength energy, it feels like they have limitless amounts of patience. It feels like they have limitless amounts of, I just heard the word gall. So it feels like a deep rooted strength, or a deep rooted groundedness. And I think this is the very calming energy, but there is something that will disrupt this person's life. And I feel like it's something to do with whatever you're hiding from this person, whatever offer that you've received, that you may end up taking on, or you may end up pushing away. Okay, let's get a little bit more information on that. Actually, what's at the bottom of that deck? The Two of Wands. You really start to consider what your life would look like in another direction. Or you're really considering what life would look like projecting forward with this person. Like, am I going to be bored forever with this person? Is it going to be just safe and stable forever? Or can I use this social butterfly, very lighthearted, fun energy to achieve something really incredible for myself that then I can share, I can like shed light on, bring to light with my person, that would actually be a good tower moment for this person. Because if you're getting this offer and it's a good thing, then you keeping it a secret could be a good tower moment. It could be like, oh my gosh, okay, now I need to move closer towards you, or now we need to move in together. Or, right, well, let's get engaged, let's make this happen, or something like that. It can be something that happens really quickly. I keep clicking my fingers, sorry. I just need more info on this Seven of Wands. Whew, this is one of those readings that it feels convoluted, but I know that someone it's quite specific for someone. And that's why sometimes it's really hard to explain. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. So again, it feels like you've got some coin here. You've got the Four of Swords, which was talking about rest and rejuvenation. We've got Temperance, which is patience. The Four of Wands, which is marriage, high level commitment. The King of Swords, which can sometimes be quite cutting. And we've got the Fool energy. And we talked about the Fool energy already in your reading. So I feel like you may be having a break from work, and in this pause, you need to get clarity on whether you're going to take a leap forward towards this person. That's what's clarifying. All of these cards are clarifying this Seven of Wands. So are you resisting, is what you're hiding from this person, are you resisting the offer that potentially this person is making, right? Because the King of Wands has a lot to offer. The King of Cups has a lot to offer. The Six of Cups is also like a generosity of emotions, like I talked about. But do you think that there's... Yeah, I feel like you think that whatever you do is going to affect this person, and yes, it will. But I feel like you need to know it. If you think that accepting this offer, if it's from this person, Spirit just said stop there. Okay. Stop there. Why so many cards? I think you're being offered something really big here, pile one. Really big, and you've got to really be decisive and clarify what is going on in your own life before you really, and I'm calling you out, disrupt this person's life. And I think this is why you're trying to hold so much of what is happening in your existence from this person, because they're so calm, they're so stable. Are you feeling ashamed? Are you feeling embarrassed? Are you feeling awkward that you haven't got your ish together? But actually you do. I really do think you do. You're a very powerful person. Although you came up as 2 pages, there's a lot of power within you when you're contemplating in this hanged muse and the moon energy. You're really contemplating. And the magician here, you've got the Queen of Pentacles here, you've got the King of Swords here. You're really contemplating your future, your stability, your career prospects, big time career prospects here. And I think that you just need to give yourself a little bit of rest. You need to pause on this. You don't need to rush in to make a commitment. Only if you want to. Okay, so if this person is asking you if you're ready to move in, and that just causes this whole chaotic spiral, I feel it's spiraling. I think if I pulled more cards, it would just be like they would spill all out again. It feels like you could potentially spiral into, well, how would that look, and how would this work, and what about my career, and what about that? You know, and I just heard like, would I have to become a mother? Like you may be quite young or young at heart, and there's a lot that this person has to offer, but it's almost scary because you actually have so many good creative things going on. It feels like potentially you're not ready to settle, but I think you really need to communicate, especially with this King of Swords being here. You really need to communicate how you're feeling once you get your feelings together, okay? So it's okay to have, you know, thoughts and feelings that we don't tell our partner every second of the day. But there is a decision to make, and it has to be for your own best interests. But at the moment, it does feel like there's a blockage between the two of you, or there potentially is going to be. This could be currently happening or happening in the near future, where you're just trying to like stay in the light, okay? So don't let whatever this offer is, because I really do feel like there's an offer coming forward that is going to increase your finances or your financial position. And it's also going to set you like in a popular social, I can do anything, like your confidence is skyrocketing. I feel like you can achieve anything, but then you've got this stability over here, and it's almost like, am I too wild for this person? Am I too chaotic for this person? But the King of Swords is really asking you to be clear with yourself. Clarify with yourself first, so then you can clarify with this person. We need to know, what is the outcome? I'm going to shuffle these back in. What is the outcome of all of this goings on for pile number 1? What is the outcome of all of this? See what I mean? I shuffled those back in. You've got the Queen of Pentacles again. Yeah, coming into balance with your finances, taking the blindfold off about something that you've been in the dark about, or you've kept someone in the dark about. You've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Emotions and the Four of Swords. So again, the Four of Swords came out. Again, the Queen of Pentacles came out. So it's about balancing your career opportunities, taking the blindfold off about what you really want in life. And I think what you were really hiding from yourself was your emotions. You had the blindfold on when it came to your own emotions, and admitting them to yourself and admitting the kind of life that you want to live. But you need to set something into balance. You need to set something right. But there is a pause before you do that. There is a sense of take a breath, you know, get connected to yourself. Take a good look at your financial position. And actually, I feel like there is this decision to be made, but it feels like you do come to terms with whatever that offer was. this Four of Swords really feels like a relaxation state. It sends you back to the place of calm. So let's take a look at this person. I already feel like this person is going to come through for you in more ways than you think. And so when they know about whatever it is that you're dealing with and the choices that you've got to make and the opportunities that are coming your way, I really feel like this person is going to be there for you and not judge you. I feel like it might disrupt their life a little bit to help you, but they're willing to do that. Look at this person. Like, they feel like a needle in a haystack. Like, they're a rare person. It feels like they're, look, not going to judge you. What did I say? They're not going to judge you. It might cause a little bit of, you know, petty kind of arguments here, whatever this is that you come to terms with. But this person wants a future with you. They want to be like your emperor. They want to be there for you. They want to create a family with you. And they're willing to discuss any depths of your emotions. They're willing to discuss anything and everything in order to get that with you. They're willing to have this tower being torn and their life to kind of come crumbling down in some way, shape or form, just one aspect of their life or a couple of aspects of their life, because they understand that there's a sacrifice that sometimes needs to be made in love to help people get on the same page and to create a future together, This person might be really entrepreneurial, and I think they might use that problem-solving ability to figure this out with you, to instead see how all these, there's a couple of people on this card who have masks on and they're closing their mouths. It's like they understand that if you actually communicate when you feel ready, and I feel like this is a message directly from them, when you feel ready, pile one, to discuss whatever that offer was, whatever that other offer was that you considered or you're possibly taking, and what you decide about where you want to take your career or your finances and where you want to take your emotions with this person, I feel like you come into a state of peace and relaxation. And then with these wands, you can actually create honest communication, because the fives are all about change. They're about necessary change in this case, and bringing you back to your heart space, bringing you back to a sense of, okay, here is our title, here is the clarification on whatever you need to know. Don't be afraid to talk to this person. Don't be afraid to reveal to this person. Your emotions are valid. What you're going through is valid. You matter. You're doing great things, great creative things. Your life is exciting, and I'm hearing like expanding as well. It's expanding. And yes, there are hard decisions to make. And I can't tell you what decision that's going to be and where this is going to go for you. But I feel like your emotions then mature. Okay, so you go from the Page to the Queen of Cups. And that is emotional maturity through all that spiraling and all that chaos. And I think this person's strength and stoicism throughout that process, and them being willing to have their life a little bit disrupted or a lot disrupted in order to help you to come to some decision, right? To uncross the swords of your mind and to balance something out and potentially balance out finances with you. You do come to a place where you feel a lot more stable and grounded yourself. You are then able to come from a more generous place yourself. And then look, you've also got the Page of Pentacles, and then you become the Queen. So the two things where you were a teenager, you level up hugely as a result. You've got balance, and you've got 2 2s here, and then the 4, which came out for them as well. So it feels like a sense of coming back to a place of peace, and this person is not going to judge you for that. Absolutely not. They want to create a life with you, and if you want it, it's there. I think that you're a good pairing here with the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Emotions. You've got and there's a divine pair here, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. But you've also got like a passionate energy and a grounded energy with the King and the Queen. So I think this person wants to take care of you. Let them, but communicate with them when you know your words are going to make sense and when you can make sense of your spiraling. Whew, this was a lot. All right, so what is the advice from Spirit, please, pile 1? Okay. Wow. Worth and detachment. Goodness me. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. This feels like whatever that offer was that you were considering and you felt really invincible and confident to achieve, it does feel like whether you take it or not, you're detaching from the outcome and you're detaching from whatever outcome you have with this. Even though you're watching this video, it does feel like the more you can take a like hanged man, right? The hanged muse here, the more you can take a different perspective, the more you come back to that state of calm. And I think this person has a very calming influence on you. And so this is where this detachment lesson might actually be coming from this person. And whether this is a karmic relationship to teach you that, and karma doesn't have to be good or bad, or whether it's a long-term relationship that blossoms that taught you this early on, and it also teaches you your worth, okay? Because when you detach from the outcome, that is usually when the outcome comes through that you kind of secretly, I feel, really, really wanted. And that's when that level up is achieved. When you kind of, it's almost like lean into the spiral, because this person is so willing to be there for you that whatever spiral you had to go through to figure this out and to have this level up, that lesson has taught you so much about just letting it be, letting things go, give it to God, right? And I feel like that's where a lot of ascension comes into this for you. Ascension in love, ascension in career, ascension in spiritual understanding and understanding of self and self-awareness. There's a huge level up of your emotions and your money. The Worth card says, you've been worthy to belong to love all along without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. I was really getting from your reading that you, although you're generous towards this person and you seem to have like money and strength, there was something about this person that was quietly intimidating, and that you didn't think you were good enough for them. And it may be an age difference. It may be a cultural difference, or it may just be like this person comes across so mature and has their life so like grounded, that you feel like a kid still like catching up to them. But detach from the outcome of all of this, learn the lessons you need to learn. But the second lesson is worth. Remember that you are worthy of love. What you escaped from was meant to bring you to this position so that you can learn these in a calm way, so that it doesn't trigger your fight or flight response, okay? So that you are able to make decisions without spiraling, so that you are able to trust your gut is the whole message here. Trust your gut and actually take the time to come back to center and trust that and to listen to that. The King of Swords that we had before was really saying like, listen to yourself and communicate your wishes. But I think you're having to communicate your wishes to yourself first and then to this person. Pile number 1, crazy journey that was just on. Let me know how this resonates in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you all the best and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Pile number 2, you chose the bird skull sticker here. And this is your reading all about where is your current connection headed? Where is it going? How do they feel? How do you feel? What's the advice from Spirit? So actually, let's get the overall energy of this connection, please, Spirit. The overall energy of this connection. Pile number 2. Leo, shine. It's card number 5, so it feels like change is afoot and it's about time for this connection to shine. It also feels confident, it feels playful, it feels sexy, it feels beautiful. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Let's find out how that resonates into your feelings right now. How does pile 2 feel about this situation right now? The Page of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Chariot. Bottom of the deck is the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. How does your person feel? The Emperor, the Ace of Swords, 6 of Cups in reverse. I feel like your person, Judgment at the bottom of the deck. I feel like your person has really cut something or someone out from the past. And it does feel quite cold. With the Judgment here, it feels like they've made like a call like this. Like it's like, I feel like they've put down like the, what's the wooden thing? That a judge, the gavel, right? It's like they've hit the gavel and they're just like, no, you know what? Here's my truth about this situation from the past. Here's my truth about this situation from the past. I have made this judgment call, but it feels like as well, Queen of Pentacles under that, it does feel like as well that there's divine timing at play here, that something from the past needed some clarity, that they were potentially ignoring, okay? That they were potentially ignoring. They've potentially ignored an offer of communication from someone from the past as well, just recently. And time is fluid, so this could be happening right now, or it could be happening into the future. But I feel like this person is really like bossing up about their communication style. But I also feel like they're having a sense of like detachment from the past. That is what I really get from that. So take it if it resonates that someone may be coming back to communicate with this person and they're actually like, no, thank you. Like the Emperor comes across as like an entrepreneurial type person. They can be a bit egotistical. I think this person is realizing like, I'm too good for that. But there is a little bit of a sense of denial about the past there. With you, you've got the Page of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Chariot. It feels like you're moving in a new direction where you can be vocal about your emotions for the first time in a long time is what I'm feeling. It feels like you've come from out of the cold, like you've been in the cold before. Yeah, you've got the 9 of Cups underneath. So it feels like you've really dealt with some emotions that left you out in the cold, but you've actually like had a glow up internally as a result of that. And so for the first time, I think you can be quite assertive in taking things forward. You can move things forward through the way you communicate with someone about your feelings. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. So if it's you that's come from the past towards this person, and this person is like, I'm in denial about our connection, then this is going to be a very interesting reading. However, if you are feeling like you're free to communicate and you have to communicate assertively, it feels like it is coming from a good place with this Chariot and the heart chakra being lit up there and the heart chakra shining. And that is a very Leo trait, to actually shine from the heart. They're very much ruled by the heart. You've got Aries energy here as well. All signs. And Cancer energy right here. Strong. It feels like you're able to use your assertiveness to get what you want and move things in the right direction. See how she's kind of like shooting out her spidey senses to guide her chariot forward. Okay, let's run in this direction. Me, myself, and I. And that is, the me, myself, and I is very indicative of the 9 of emotions. The 9 of Cups here feels like someone who is pretty good on their own, you know, and although they might get lonely because it's not a 10, they are self-satisfied. Interesting. let's see, where is this connection going? Where is this connection going in the mind of the person? For pile number 2. 10 of Wands in reverse, 6 of Swords. Death. Bottom of the deck, the Star. Let's see what I had to do to my deck. Crazy. And for pile number 2, where do they see this going? Where is it going? Ace of Emotions in reverse. With that 5 energy, I really am feeling like a sense of instability here. Just got to be honest. 10 of Wands in reverse. What? What? I had to check my deck wasn't upside down. That's too many. I'm going to take the Awakening. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ace of Swords. You both kind of have an awakening here. This is crazy. Yeah, if this is you coming back in from the past to like say to this person, hey, I think we should do something about this. I do feel that this person saying no is actually for the best, okay? Because it feels like I dealt with those burdens before and I don't want to pick the sticks back up. I want to actually move into calmer waters because I've burned that bridge. I've burned that bridge. I've burnt that village to the ground. I'm off my horse and I'm actually walking towards this like sun in another village now. This is a rebirth for this person that actually feels really healthy, and actually they may be focused on career opportunities at this point. That's not to say that you won't be together. It just feels like this person isn't ready to deal with the past, isn't ready to I just heard like unbury. I can't think of the actual word, but to dig up like the bones of the skeleton's past. There may be a sense of patience that is required in dealing with this person, which may lead to a blockage for a period of time. But eventually there's 10 of Cups energy. So there is happiness for this person, whether it is with you or not. That is for you to determine, okay? And I feel like you do have some kind of, I just heard ethereal knowledge about that, or you have like a sense about that. You have an intuition about that. But I do think that this person is focused on their healing. They're focused on their growth. They may be getting a lot of attention elsewhere, maybe getting a lot of attention on social media or climbing the social ladder, and climbing the career ladder is what I heard. And it may be garnering them some rewards at the moment that they're thoroughly enjoying. And in fact, that's why they're moving on to calmer waters, and they're really enjoying like the dam life, the smooth water of the dam instead of the choppy water of the ocean. They're just saying not right now to whatever is on offer from the past here. And with you feeling like, okay, I want to move this forward and I'm being really assertive, I'm expressing myself clearly for the first time in a long time. This also does feel quite healthy for you, because with the Ace of Swords here and the Ace of Swords here, it's like there is communication being offered on both sides. And you've got the 5 of Cups at the bottom. Oh my gosh. And you've got the Death energy under that. Again, mirroring energy. Goodness me. Is this like some kind of twin flame? Every time I say I don't want to talk about it, there's always a reading where it comes up. It feels like, I'm going to say star-crossed lovers kind of situation, where it's like we got to a point where we healed enough, where in fact now I'm focusing so much on other things that it's not the right time. It's not the right time, or it just won't ever be again. But I feel like you do have a sense of disappointment about the communication that you potentially, I do feel like it's you, but the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords is offering to this person. But I feel like emotionally, because this part is about where is it going, I feel like the page of emotions that you nervously came through with to this person, you kind of end up flipping that and you're like, okay, no worries. I don't want to bring up the burdens of the past either. Let's just not bring emotion into it at all. And in fact, there's a very similar energy between you two, because the Star card is healing, and this awakening, it's a judgment energy, of course. It's about, you know, seeing things clearly for yourself, making a judgment call on something. And so you could be moving away from this person, and you could actually be suggesting to this person that we have a long-term relationship, and they're like, I don't think so. We've been through enough. 2 10 of wands in reverse. We don't want to pick up the same sticks that we dealt with before, okay? It feels like they were put down for a reason. The burdens of a past, or a past together, or the past for both of you, and how similar it may have been, because you've got so many similar cards here. It's really like, let bygones be bygones. Let the past be the past for a while or forever. This 5 is really talking about like change and instability. And sometimes it talks about conflict as well. But it's for the best for both worlds here. It's for the best for each of you right now. This feels very divine, okay? With this shine energy and the 5 sticking out, but it still says shine. It's like, yes, change can be like hard to hear or hard to, you know, deal with, because this death energy still says that this person still is processing this. Yes, it's an ending, right? It definitely is an ending, but this person is still healing. This person is still healing. And I think through that healing for both of you, you are coming to a new judgment call. You've stepped into an emotional, beginning, or like learning how to express your emotions. And this King of Swords is very upfront, very assertive. Maybe he comes across a little mean sometimes, but you know what? So does the Emperor, can come across quite mean sometimes and say things they don't really mean, or say things in the heat of the moment. But I think that kind of conflict is what you two don't want to revisit right now. And it feels like a good thing, because you're having an awakening of your own. I feel like yours is more spiritual, rather than like monetary and fame wise. But both having the death energy, both having a sense of disappointment in some way, shape or form. It feels like there's a rebirth that is possible. It's just not right now. Okay, because if you invited this chaos back into your life, I feel like it would have a domino effect into everything else. And that's where fools rush in. Okay, it feels like fools rush into something that isn't quite cooked. You know, you don't want to eat like the cake with an eggy middle. Interesting. All right, we're going to start over here. Strength, more Leo energy. This person is it's taking all their strength to say, look, I have other things I need to focus on right now. And there may be a sense of them protecting this connection and protecting their view of the past, okay? Protecting like the nostalgia, protecting the memories between you two. And it may be that they don't even really know why they're saying no to it, but it's easy to blame, or it's easy to say, let's not dig up the past. But I do feel a sense of a bond between the two of you. And it's like, well, I respect the spiritual ascension that you're having, or I respect the, you know, and your emotions are like, here's my offer. Oh, no, it's not. Or I would like to come forward with my cup of love, but like, no, you know? So I feel like they kind of sense from you that you might not be emotionally ready. I'm really calling out all the groups today. It's not just you. And it's not me, it's Spirit, I swear to God. 2 of Pentacles just wanted to show itself. So this needs to come into some kind of harmony. Okay, where is this going? Oh, we just got there. Where is this going? So how do you feel? Where is it going? The outcome, please. What is the outcome? Goodness me. It's easy for them to get distracted by you, I feel. And vice versa. There's the Star coming out again. This person has a lot of good things coming. They're holding out hope for a better life as well. and potentially a better life with you, and they might not be saying that. They might be hiding that from you with the moon energy. And then the Hermit. I think they just want to stay away from you for a little bit and to focus on themselves. With the Star and the Moon, it's both things that are in the night sky, and the Hermit is someone who kind of like, if you read it literally, they're hanging out in the dark. I think they've got so much going on that they want to have some them time. They want to have some alone time. They may really be in the public eye at the minute, and that's why they want to kind of hermit away whenever they get the chance. And that might not be that fun for you right now. With the moon energy coming out and Leo energy being the sun, it's like their time to shine is in different aspects at the moment than it is like for you, and potentially they're going to end up walking away from this offer because of how much they've got going on, and potentially how much recognition and reward and possibly fame that they are actually getting. Okay, what is their outcome for pile number 2? Wow, these cards want to fly. The Devil, the King of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Empress. Divine pair, Emperor, Empress. Wow. This Devil energy is Capricorn energy here. I feel like you are... Oh, it's easy for you. Not easy for you. I feel like you are grounding yourself in the truth of this. Honestly, pile 2. And you're admitting to yourself that it's actually your time to shine too in different ways, and that you may have been cutting yourself short or doing yourself a disservice to even want to reconnect with this person in a love sense. And in fact, it might be that you just kind of support each other in different ways. But it does feel like you're coming to terms with the attachment issue that you had, or the attachment style that you had with this person. With this Devil energy, it often talks about like being overly attached. Sometimes I'm going to use the word toxically attached to the other party. But I feel like you're really like, again, bossing up on your own emotions, and you're having this awakening, right? You're having this judgment call on your own. I'm hearing you calling out yourself on your own BS, okay? And that actually gives you an emotional maturity that is going to serve you so well. It feels like from that position of emotional maturity, because this is the king of emotions. And look at this like watery energy. It's like maybe there's a lot of tears being shed here. But it grounds you. The tears are like setting you free, because the king sits in his emotions with a sense of compassion. And I do feel like it's a sense of compassion and understanding that this person is actually doing what is best for them. And through that, you're able to detach from this person in a healthy sense and focus your attention on yourself. You've got the 2 of Cups here. It feels like reciprocated love, but for self. It's a lot of self-love and actually getting love from someone who is ready, okay? Because then you actually have the Ace of Wands, okay? So potentially once you heal from this, once you detach from this, your luck in love is actually going to change. It's this relationship or this connection is giving you an emotional maturity that then levels you up in terms of what you are then able to bring into form. You have a power. This is mother energy. This is, and you may actually become pregnant with someone else, or be pregnant or have a child with someone else. And it just feels like this is a creation energy for you. This is like, you don't just have the whole world in your hands, you have the whole galaxy at your feet. And it's that's the sense that I'm getting, that you perhaps have this realization that, holy shiz, I'm actually worth so much more. And this person holding their worth for what they want in their life teaches you, that Emperor energy that they had, teaches you to be the Empress, the Queen of all queens. Okay, and to own that about yourself, step into your creativity, step into your spirituality, and from that place, there's a beautiful dance of reciprocated love with an offer of passion potentially coming through for you. Okay, but it starts with self-love. The Empress is self-loving, self-nurturing first, so that then she has plenty of energy, plenty of heart space, plenty of mothering, right? So it's an equal measure of like discipline and nurturing, and someone that can just like understand other people, but it comes with understanding yourself first. And I think that's going to set a lot of things in motion for the rest of your life. This relationship, and actually hearing a no, or hearing a I've actually healed from that, or I'm healing from that. And I think what's best for both of us is to keep the past in the past and these burdens from affecting our life. It's like I'm hearing someone saying, we're too old for this shiz. You know, like we're done with that BS. And I think that really helps you to look at your attachment styles in love and in relationships, and come at this from a much healthier place, and possibly looking at your own like addictive thought patterns, your own addictive behaviors, and focusing on routines that really fulfill you first. And from that place, you will be able to create so much more for your life. And I think it's you in this Empress energy that pushes this wheel of like luck and fortune and things starting to go your way. And I feel like karma, okay, like a karmic thing is being triggered here by the decisions that have been made. And it's like, yes, maybe I needed to ask that to trigger this series of events and trigger this emotional like up leveling for me, and this spiritual up leveling for me, so that then I can focus on what I want to bring into the world and who I want to be in the world. So interesting. Can we get advice for spirit from pile number 2, please? I'm going to take the 2 that actually landed upright. We've got inner power. Hello. Yeah, this person's stoicism, this person's assertiveness teaches you to take that assertive tongue and wrap it around, wow, that's graphic, wrap it around the whole, like your whole life, to actually be assertive about love as well. Not just your words, but your feelings and your creations and your passions and your finances and everything. There's an inner power that comes from him. And look at the inner power, Leo, shine. That is the overall energy of the entire reading. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. Wow. Gosh, I love how these readings come out sometimes. It's incredible. Sometimes it makes no sense to me, but then it's like all revealed at the end, or someone will comment something and I'm like, bingo. Sanctity. Through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. There you go. Okay, so it does feel like that conversation that, yeah, it didn't go according to plan, and yeah, it didn't actually take off anywhere, and there was a full like closure and a full death of that connection. Maybe I needed to have that so that the sacrament of me looking at myself, having this dark night of the soul kind of thing, to really like look at my attachment styles and make life healthier for myself, was exactly what I needed to have. Thank you, Divine, for this gift, this sanctity of learning to have my inner power back so that I can shine. Wow. I'm very excited for you, pile number 2. I know it's not the reading that a lot of you probably hoped for, but again, life gives us lessons that we need sometimes. So yes, all the best to you in this situation. There is love coming your way, and whether you relate to this pile or this pile, both look incredible. So all the best. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Pile number 3, you chose the skeleton unicorn sticker, and this is your reading all about where is this connection headed, your current connection, where is it headed, where is it going, how do they feel, how do you feel, what's the outcome, potentially, only take what resonates, and advice from spirit. Let's get the overall energy for this connection, please, Spirit. Pile number 3, the overall energy of this connection, please. The overall energy of this connection, please, Spirit. The 3rd house, communication. They look like lovebirds. Okay. Communication is very important between the two of you. The 3rd house also has to do with curiosity as well. I just heard Icarus, so flying too close to the sun, potentially. It can also talk about technology. It can talk about siblings. Language could be important here. Love languages or different languages, learning a different language. Let's start with, how does pile number 3's person feel about this current connection? 4 of Cups in reverse with a nice kick flip there. Whoa, 4 of Wands. No, that was upright when I saw it. I'm taking it upright. And the King of Pentacles. Look at all the yellow in that, actually. A very sunny, happy color, a healing color. And also the color of the solar plexus chakra. I feel like your person is coming out of a place of boredom and coming into a place of, or they feel very grounded in this connection to the point where they have rejected other offers, or they realize they rejected other offers to accept this offer with you, because this is the kind of commitment they were looking for, with the 4 of Swords there as well. So you've got the 4 of Cups in reverse, the 4 of Wands, and the 4 here, and then you've got the 4, it's 41 in the 3rd house of communication there. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like this person feels like quite rested, or has had a lot of stressful things in the past that helped them to build up strength, that helped them to build up an emotional resilience, and that helped them to become more generous with you, because you're not boring and you're not conflicting. You're not, you know, someone who likes to create chaos in their mind. This is what they're saying, or this is how they feel. This feels like they've got the strength now because they've had a rest period, and now they're in connection with you in some way, shape or form. It actually feels like, yep, this feels right for me. This feels grounded for me, okay? So the 4 of Wands is 11-11, right? There does feel something divine here, and it could have to do with moving in together. The King of Pentacles is a provider. They're stable, they're grounded, they get things done, even though it might take them a little while. You can count on them to get something done, okay? And I feel with this 4 of Cups in the reverse here, when it's up the right way, this person is bored, apathetic, not interested, like just rejecting offers. And I feel like this person's at a point now where they're like, yep, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the offer that I'm being offered, because the offer that I've got in front of me, I'd like a connection with. I'd like it to turn into celebration or marriage or higher level commitment in some way, shape or form. And I'm actually not over it. I'm like so all over it. You know what I mean? Interesting. How does pile number 3 currently feel about this connection? 9 of Swords. Ooh. 2 of Cups. Do you have a lot that you need to say to this person? Where did that want to come out? Yeah, I felt that. And the world, the cosmos, with the Hermit underneath. Yeah, I feel like you've both got a similar energy here of like in the past you really or have healed from things in your past, and it may be at this time that you actually are connecting that just is lingering on the outskirts. You know, this is bottom of the deck energy. I normally read that as like overall for this, but it just feels like an extra. So it feels like that healing process is still going, and that internal reflection of things from your past is still going on both sides. The Hermit, you know, can talk about relaxation. I mean, the Hermit can, I guess, but the Hermit can often talk about like inner wisdom and searching for truth inside yourself. And the Four of Swords can often talk about relaxation if we extend it a little bit as well. So it feels like you just had some time out. You had some time to be single, both of you. And then you've got the Nine of Wands here and the Nine of Voices here. Two nines that feel like a little bit like burdened, a little bit anxious, a little bit blocked or afraid. It's just trepidation in how you come across potentially physically to this person, or in like how you intimately connect with this person, and also how you communicate with them. Okay, but I do feel like you've really gained some confidence lately, and that's not going to be a problem. I feel, and the Sun is in reverse there. I feel like you've gained a lot of confidence, but you just haven't seen it yet. And I think that, look at the Hermit there with the Sun kind of reflecting over the Oasis here. This feels like the Alchemist. Okay, this feels like the Alchemist, not gonna lie. And that's a big thing in my art world, and even with my tarot. It's like alchemize your life, turn your pain into something purposeful, into something pleasurable. You can, and if you haven't read the book, please go and read it. There's also a movie, I believe. But it just feels like you quite haven't realized that you've healed so much, and you actually have gained so much confidence through this healing. It's taking another person for you to see it. And I think that this Two of Cups is how you feel about this other person. This feels like, if you're really honest with yourself, it feels like this is a wish fulfillment. It feels like this is, I could go anywhere and do anything with this person, and not in a creepy way, in a, wow, I feel like my world just opened up. I feel like this was divinely guided, and I feel like this is a connection where my emotions can be balanced. It's like this synchronized swimming, synchronized deep dive into your emotions, and that you can offer your cup of love and they'll offer it back, and it will be the same level. It's not like you're getting jibbed in the paw. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm feeling like there's a sense of softness to this Nine of Swords. It feels like you're being gentler with yourself, because potentially this person is just so sure. They feel very sure about you. And that is making you realize that, and this kind of looks like feathers, the Nine of Voices. It kind of looks like she's got feathers in her hand, and that one last breath of wind or breath of love will just like, they'll float away. Okay. And it's an anxiety, or it's a pressure. It's staying up at night, thinking, overthinking. In fact, you might actually be staying up at night a lot for different reasons, but like thinking about this person, and thinking about how much you want to express your love and affection for this person. And I think you won't have to overthink it too much, because this person is going to be really forthright. But probably, you know what? They're probably just not saying it, they're doing it. And you might be waiting for them to actually say the three little words, I love you, or be my partner. But I think this person is more practical, and they're coming across as, I'm certain about this, I'm sure about this, right, we're moving forward. And you're like, but I just need you to say it. But you do feel a reciprocated sense of love. Interesting. Okay. Where does pile two's person, where is this going? Where is this going? I mean, they realize it's going to take some work straight off the bat, like all connections do. They realize there may be some blockages that they need to overcome, or that you need to overcome together. I feel like that's the blockage for them. Interesting. The Six of Pentacles in a blockage position, and you've got the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like this person's very busy with their work. I mean, they're coming across as the King of Pentacles. They are a busy person. And I think that's why they were just, that's why they can make decisions quite assertively, is because when you ask a busy person to do something, they usually get it done. They get decision fatigue from making too many decisions, but it makes them good at making decisions swiftly. So this is why I feel like they're coming through as like, yep, okay, no worries. I'm not over it. I'm all over it. I'm all over this. I've got the coin. I'm really willing to like put in the work that I need to put in, but I'm busy with work, and that just might mean that I'm not as generous with my time. But also I'm feeling not as generous with my affection. Okay, with this Seven of Wands, the wand energy does often talk about fire, and fire does often connect with like your sacral chakra, like your passion for each other. And I think that might just come across because the Seven of Wands is a blockage energy. Okay, it just might come across as a blockage in their generosity, but in fact they might be quite generous, like practically and potentially materially, like bringing you gifts, literally, that they're hoping makes up for it. But they are very busy. They're coming across as someone who's got a big project on the way, or is collaborating with a lot of people, deals with a lot of people. Could potentially be like a creative project that they're working on, which, you know, it could drain their passion, because their passion is being channeled into that. It can drain their passion in other ways. And they just might not realize it just yet, but this is where the connection is headed. So whether this is, you're seeing signs of this happening right now, or this is something that's going to happen into the future, the Lover's energy is underneath that and the stars underneath that. It does feel like, look, their hands aren't completely tied here. I think if there's a conversation that needs to be had, they're going to put love first, absolutely, because your love is healing to them. And, you know, even if they're in the public eye, they have love for you, and they want you to experience that as well, is just the impression that I'm getting with that Lovers and the star energy. It feels like, look, they have hope for this. They have not just hope, but like a wish. They've wished for something like this. So as long as they realize that their hands aren't tied to work all the frigging time, then they will definitely make plans to move this towards an equal balance. Okay, and there's the Hermit energy that you were in before underneath the deck for this person. So there's a whole last story under there. This feels a lot more positive than some of the other groups. It just feels a lot it feels a lot more succinct. We went on an emotional roller coaster with pile number 1 for sure. Pile number 3, where do they see this connection? Where is this headed? Pile number 3 on their side of the fence. The Star. So mirrored energy there. I do feel like you, either both of you might be in the public eye or have some clout, fame in some way, shape or form. But I do feel like you both understand that this connection is quite healing for you both. And where they've got the 3 of Pentacles, you've got the 3 of Cups. So where they might be like working on different projects, you actually might be socializing more, or you might be like coming together with it. I just heard like a group of women. And there's the Queen of Materials. So the Queen of Pentacles. So you two are busy. You two are working on things. You two are building your wealth and your fame and your popularity, potentially on social media. Awakening at the bottom of the deck there. So this is like a judgment energy. Yeah, I do feel like you might not judge this person too harshly, even though this person understands that they may be blocking some of their passions and maybe not giving you equally in terms of passion, but also just kind of buying your love for a little bit. I think you understand that, and you might actually be having an up level in your own business. I'm hearing your own business, okay? Because this Queen of Pentacles, she can hold her own financially, and with the Star, it just feels like something on social media, or you're having a lot of success come through for you, which actually might lead to some celebrations, which might lead, I'm feeling like influencer vibes from you, and this is why you might have been trepidatious about this person, because you're like, okay, good match, like in terms of, I'm just hearing like social status, if that makes sense. But I've just got to be careful about who I date because I'm in the public eye, that kind of feeling. If you're not, this is talking about you still wanting to be careful because of who you are in your community, or the career that you have and the upstanding reputation that you kind of want to uphold here. But it does feel like you're out and about celebrating the growth in your own business. And so you don't feel too bothered, because in it's like the Miley Cyrus song. Like, I can buy myself flowers. It's okay. But it's not saying in terms of like, I can do it without you. It's also, it's kind of like, well, I'm busy, you're busy. It's okay. With the generosity thing will make that come back around at some point. Someone nearly had a crash on a scooter just outside my door. So interesting. Don't hurt yourself. Anyone out there? I feel like things that happen during the reading always like have some subtle reference. And with this awakening energy, I do feel like, there's the Four of Wands and the Four of Wands. You're really starting to realize that this connection does make sense. It does make sense. And you've got the King of Pentacles underneath. The King of Pentacles, star, Four of Wands, Four of Wands, okay? And you're showing up as the Empress. This person is giving me major Emperor vibes, okay? So this is mother energy. This is creation energy. This is nurturing and discipline. It's discipline to others and giving to others in a loving, motherly sense, in a motherly way. And this is total boss up of your finances. Like, you've got a lot of material wealth here, and you're realizing your power and like pulling your cloak back to reveal your power and reveal all your creations inside you. Okay, you've got the whole universe inside you. A lot of ideas, potentially both creative industries here. But I feel like you're really starting to see things clearly. You're making a judgment call about this connection, and it feels really good. It feels like this is divinely timed, divinely guided, and you may be connecting with your spirit a lot more. And this, you know that, you know, eventually this is going to lead to a deeper commitment here. Wow. 10 of Cups. Oh no, 9 of Cups. Yeah, you really feel like a wish fulfillment to this person. And although it might feel like you guys don't spend enough quality time together, they're working on it for you both, okay? They're independently working for something that wants to become... they're independently working for something for the both of you, okay? So they're putting in the grind on their own. I actually wanted to know, Spirit, the outcome. King of Wands. Big divine masculine energy over here. The outcome of this connection. 10 of Wands. This person's got so much going on. 4 of Swords. They might need a vacation. They might need to take a pause to regain their strength. I feel like they're burning the midnight oil or burning the candle at both ends, okay? And they're really going to feel quite burdened. Although they feel powerful and really connected to their passion, they may need to just get some more sleep, get some more rest. As an outcome overall for the communication, I was just looking at that card, for the connection, it does feel like you guys need to simplify your lives. It's like this king is saying, and I say king for any gender, it feels like this person is saying, all right, I'm putting my foot down, and passionately asserting themselves about, gee whiz, we need to simplify our lives. We need to put some sticks down because we're both doing too goddamn much, you know? And I think we need to take a holiday. With the strength energy, and there's the 9 of Cups again, it does feel like this has got like a happy, you know, outcome. It's got a solid future. This person already admitted in their initial feelings of right now that, look, I would love to have a committed relationship with pile number 3. Absolutely. But we need to adjust a few things so that we can come into a harmonious balance. And that's probably why communication is your overall energy, because it's like, all right, if we're going to take this somewhere else, and it could be that you're like ships in the night, or that you only get to talk to each other on the phone. If we're going to spend more quality time together, we need to simplify a few things. And to do that, we might need to actually like get away to a beach somewhere and have a little vacay. okay? So that we can go, all right, where are we going from here? And there's planning. There's a real feeling of planning because your lives feel so busy. It's like you stick to a schedule. You've got the Page of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. The outcome for pile number 3, please, Spirit. The outcome for pile number 3. The outcome of this connection. And the Ace of Emotions. Yeah, I feel like you feel exactly the same. And the Page of Emotions, the Page of Cups. Yeah, you're really saying like, look, here's my love. You know I love you. Look, we've both been through some heartache and we don't want to let money get in the way or career get in the way and create that again. So we need to bring things into balance. The Two of Pentacles. There's the strength energy that they also have, okay? So, and the Queen of Swords is really talking about assertive communication. So it does feel like both of you on this vacation, you go, all right, we need to bring things into balance or otherwise we're going to break each other's hearts. We're going to break our own hearts because we'll look back at this time and we'll be like, yeah, money's nice and everything. But like we missed out on a great love here and we missed out on time together here. So whatever busy schedules you've got going on, and the Page of Swords here is really like that honest communication, a message coming through. You could also be keeping tabs on this person a little bit, not gonna lie. And I think that's where you are the one that kind of says, because that Queen of Swords was under here, I feel like you're the one that says to this person, look, if we want this to work, then communication is key. And you're the one here watching this. I mean, even if you resonate as this person, like switch it around, but at least you're aware now that communication is key. And if you are resonating with this side, really you're the one that says, hey, I can see that you are about to burn out and I'm already feeling quite overwhelmed, even though I've had a bit more like joy and celebration in mind, whereas you've been like head down, bum up. If we want to keep things in balance, and I really do, because I love you, I adore you, you really are a wish come true for me. We have a good thing going here. You know, the Ace and the, I mean, even though that's the Ace of Emotions and the Nine of Pentacles, an Ace and a 9 make a 10. So it's like, we've got a really good thing going here. I have a lot of love for you, but we just need to get out of our own heads about how much we think we can do and actually take a pause so that we can solidify this. There's something about, I want to solidify this. Let's make this official. Let's like get married. Let's intertwine a few things better, right? With this Six of Pentacles being a blockage, it feels like we just need to be as generous with love as we are with our jobs or our work. Okay, let's get the overall advice card for pile number 3, please, Spirit. Can we get the advice? Yeah. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. Grief. Whew. This actually might cause you quite a bit of grief, and that's why you came across as a little bit timid, a little bit trepidatious is the word I keep using with that Nine of Swords there. And I mean, you both had been through some stuff. I really believe that in order for you to trust that this is the relationship for you, you need the words said to you. You need to hear it. And that like might be your sense of love language is audible, like words of affirmation. And I do think quality time as well, because I kept saying that. But it feels like I really don't want this to end up in grief over something so ridiculous as money. Even though money is amazing and it helps life, and you've got to cut the hay while the sun shines and all that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to career and if you're in the public eye, this feels like you want to protect your hearts in this situation. And I do feel like this person understands that as well. They're just very busy. So trust, allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. That feels like the Page of Emotions. It feels like the Ace of Emotions, actually. the hand of the divine, okay? It's like, here's my cup of love. I want to give it to you, but please don't break my heart. This is why we need to communicate. Here's my cup of love. And it talks about trusting you know exactly how to handle them. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings. The Six of Pentacles keeps standing out to me with the giving energy, the giving energy. I think that if this person can balance this Six of Pentacles out and give to you not just materially, but because look how many wands and pentacles are in this person's kind of side of the story. And then you've got the Four of Pentacles where they think about things at night and how they would say things at night is what I'm really feeling with that Four of Swords there, okay? And what I'm hearing from you, or what I'm reading from you, is that you're quite forthcoming, you're quite an open book, and you just have a softness to you that you really are putting this, you're putting your heart in this person's hands. And this butterfly of transformation says, I trust that we can transform this out of balance situation and become like one of those good statistics I just heard. One of those good statistics that if we are both individually successful people, that we make it work. You know, we don't just go from this person to this person to that person and never find true fulfillment, or that's what it appears. It feels like this is like, let's prove that two people of our caliber can come together and actually have true, deep, meaningful love and make it work. Take this how it resonates, pile 3, but that is what I have for you. Please let me know in the comments below how this resonates. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would love you to, so you can check out all the other videos that are already on my channel and that I keep coming to you. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I will see you in the next one. Bye.